Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Trevor Siemian's Broncos going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings, and off we go from the Twin Cities. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Just beating the play clock. Siemian. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On first down, it's Siemian. Escaping the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here we go. 3-19.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Siemian. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go now.
On first down, Siemian. Eluding the pressure right. Now Siemian stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Siemian in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Green 39. Green 39.
Off the fake to Booker and Siemian. Flushed out right. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Simeon, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Keenum. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now a run with Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he comes back with one complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler, Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
On second down, Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Keenum. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They do snap it to Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run for it with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second down is Keenum. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Keenum on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go on 4th. Keenum. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And his kick is good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports, that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5 and 11 in 2017 for Denver.
Let's go. Boo, Landy. Boo, Landy.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the 50, it's Simeon. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Boo, Landy. Boo, Landy.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go now.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Virgil Green, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Keenum. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break. Keenum lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Keenum. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
first down at Simeon. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Green.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Ten yards still left on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 32 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got four. Set.
Throwing again is Simeon. He's got it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down following the run.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw, Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go.
A give. This is Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now.
Keenum going to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Left side caught by Diggs. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Simeon. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Green.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Simeon. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. The 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Here's Simeon. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Keenum. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, it's Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Keenum will try again on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again. Keenum over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Keenum got to have this one. Rudolph showing the power, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. It's a pickup of 21, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Keenum on first down. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Keenum. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.